the life skills. But it's great to see that you actually had great parents that actually
Yes.
showed, understood you. And that's a
Yes.
good thing. All right, thank you, Sweet Pea. We're gonna move over to Miss Paige Whiteway. Now, can you just tell us when was it your first kiss? Your first kiss and your
Well,
first broken heart.
my first kiss was when I was 15, and it was behind my school. Um, it was very magical. It was in the bleachers.
Oh.
I was very innocent back then, if you can believe that. Um, so yeah, my first
Can you
broken
tell
heart.
us who it was? What the boy's name was or the girl's name was?
Well, his name was Blair.
Okay.
He was on the football team. Um, I was on the same team. I was Butch, if you can believe that. So yeah, so my first broken heart, I would have been. Well, he broke my heart actually, the same guy, Chucker. Um, he broke my heart too,
Oh.
or some other
Aw.
bitch.
Aw.
But that was in grade 7. I met him. So then I was like about grade 11. We dated for like a year and a half. Like very like hidden, like closeted, one of that type. And then I caught him making it with her in the same spot. So that kind of broke my heart a lot.
Ooh.
What is your favorite song when you're in the shower? What is your favorite song that you always sing? What is the favorite song that you always
Good Morning Baltimore is my favorite song to sing.
Can you sing a little bit for us?
Oh, girl.
Yes. Good morning. Come
Well,
on.
Fontaine, what's your favorite song? You know the words to that song?
I ain't doing it.
Oh.
No, I don't.
What is your favorite song that you sing in the shower?
Well, I don't take a shower.
Oh my goodness.
I take a bath.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
In milk.
No,
In
well,
milk.
yeah, and
Goat-
rose
goat's
petals,
milk.
you know.
Goat's milk.
And then I,
Yes,
and then I still stink after.
Sour.
And no, and I don't sing when I'm in the tub, dear.
Hmm. Now, Cara, when did you know you were you? When did you know you felt like you were a girl?
I knew before puberty. I knew before puberty, and into my when I got into my teens, it was like, yeah, I know this for sure, and I had it all mapped out. I'm from the East Coast, and it's a very different place, and it was a very different time because this was the '70s, and it was a very sort of racist, homophobic environment, and so like if you came out, you had to leave, or you'd be, they would hurt you. Right? So I came here. I came to Toronto, but I had a really bad beating, and that sort of really screwed me up for a long time. And then I fought against what I was. Right, I tried to repress myself, and it took 30 years to get over
And
that.
what do the tattoos represent? What do the tattoos represent?
They all represent something. These
Okay.
ones, yeah, these are tiger lilies. These are my mama's favorite, right?
Okay.
And we dug up a bunch of them in the ditch one time.
So you were close to your mom?
Oh yes, oh
Okay.
yes, oh like that.
Was
Like,
your
oh.
father around?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, when did you start actually dressing?
Oh, 7.
Okay. So did you play in your mama's clothes?
Oh
and your sister's
yes,
clothes?
oh
Yeah?
yes. She's the same size as me, right?
Oh,
like we're
okay.
like, yeah.
Well, that's amazing. So now, did you have any brothers or sisters?
I have 2 younger sisters.
Uh-huh. And did they look? How did they deal with you transitioning? How did they deal with that?
They're really supportive. They're
Mhm.
really supportive. They were kind of like really excited actually. It's like, oh my god, this kind of stuff, right? No, they're really cool. They're
Mhm.
really cool.
Well,
My,
wonderful.
my baby sister calls me Carla because I don't know. La 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 la.
Well, that's so much like it's great that you actually had that family
Oh.
little bond that you had
Yes.
going there. It's like Sweet Pea from
Yes.
Barbados. She actually had that motherly love that understood her. You have people in your family that understand you. Sometimes it's very difficult to find that. For me, myself, my parents were Christians, but they were very supportive of me. But the one thing we never talked about sexuality in our house ever. So they never talked about gay or any of those kind of things. My family, I think they actually knew that I was me. But they didn't want. My parents were very loving. They didn't want to hurt us.
Yeah.
So I think that when you have parents when you're young that embrace you for whatever they see in you, because they see you being you the
Yes,
way
they
you
do.
are now.
Yes,
They
they do.
act different when they see the actual outcome of it. Because sometimes when you look really good, it's threatening in a sense of, oh my God, I don't know, I don't know this person. Or if you don't look quite the way they think you should look, then it's like you're an embarrassment to the family.
Yeah.
But as a father of three, an entertainer, I'm sure Fontaine could probably talk to us a little bit about that.
Oh, I had a wonderful, wonderful Jewish mother. Oh yeah, her first thing is no woman is good enough for you. So I got married to a woman. She didn't like that. So 10 years later, that ended. And of course I got custody in the house and the kids. Sounds like a country and western song. And then I had a relationship with Nathan, and that was 8 years. So, oh yeah, well, let's say with kids, raising kids and that, they knew Fontaine,
Mhm.
but see, I'm an entertainer, let's say.
Okay.
Like, I don't feel anything that you people do, because I don't think I'm a woman. I never had that type of feeling.
Mhm.
I've always been an actor. As a man, I would do like Liberace live, you know,
Mhm.
and
Wonderful.
and then my female creation was Fontaine. So, and but the kids grew up with that because number one, I was an actor. I came home, the uniform came off. If you come to my place, well, not the other day, in the middle of shows, you don't see wigs or that. It's like a costume to me. So I really don't know what it feels like to be a woman. But for some reason, the portrayal I do of one is working.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, Sweet
So
Pea,
you recognize.
what now, Fontaine? You said it was.
Yes. Yes.
So Fontaine, you said that it was more like work and a job because you were an entertainer. So you had 3 kids to take care of,
Yes.
and a wife, and or a family, and you had lots of responsibilities, mortgage, the usual things that most families have to deal with. Now you, Sweet Pea, what was your first job? What did you do after you got of a certain age and you decided that you wanted to take care of yourself and be who? Now, being from Barbados, that must have been kind of hard with transitioning in a small island with sort of, I'm not going to say closed-minded people, because your family, no matter how open they are on a small island, you're still going to get that small-minded mentality from a lot of the islanders, unless your family was involved in the community heavily, then people are more likely to sometimes overlook these things. So what job did you do?
To be honest, my first job was working for Sprint, which is Art of Verification. It was more of a private office. In terms of saying that I had trouble at work, I had trouble at home, in my hometown. But in the terms, yes, my family was well known. People accept me for who I was. They even went as far as calling me Sweet Pea, which is my mom's old name.
Oh, that's amazing.
And
So-
that's how I got it.
Oh, that's great. I mean, I can't believe it. That's, you see, people think we're just so different. We really are human beings, and we all have the same issues, and we all have the same problems in life that we're lucky sometimes if our family and our friends embrace us and society embraces us. But as human beings, it's great to see when family are very supportive of us as human beings, just who we are. Like when I wanted to ask you about your first car. What was your first car like, Sweet Pea? I can imagine it must have been, usually the typical things, people would say pink or something, but actually my first car was a light blue Pinto. And with the big window in the back, and I had a clutch. So with me trying to drive this thing, Oh, it was something else. But that was my first car. But my father kept saying, "Well, I'm not going to buy you anything else, so you better get out there and drive it up and down the road. But don't burn up the clutch, because I'm not going to fix it." So I got out there and had to try to learn how to drive this light blue Pinto. But I think the reason he bought me the light blue Pinto is because he understood not to buy me a hot rod.
Yeah.
He knew early on Stephanie was not going to be in a hot rod.
Did you have fun in the bubble though? I used to go to the drive-in
Yeah.
with girls
Oh yeah.
and
They still have
parking
those?
backwards, and you're supposed to watch the movie, but the windows
Well, yeah,
got
yeah.
foggy.
They're still
Oh,
driving?
you were in the back seat, were you?
No, yeah, in the back where the bubble is. We laid there.
Oh my goodness. Now, Sweet
God.
Pea, again, the reason I say because you're the youngest one on the panel. What are your aspirations in life? What is it that you want for yourself? What is it that you want?
To be honest, as I said, I will always say life is too short, and I would like, as one thing, to pass on my knowledge on what I know, how I know things, the different expectations of life to other young peeps that are coming up like me, and even not even as trans, as gay people, as any type of person, that to respect themselves. Life is too short. Don't be scared of anything. Go ahead and do it. Don't care what risk, because life can disappear the next day. Once you really want to do it, go after it. And that is one of my biggest goals I want to set for myself. Going after owning my own business. Well, I'm already starting transportation business in my country and stuff, so everything is going well so far. A little bit slow, but I can say I have passed my limit in life already, because I have been accepted by so many people who look up to me, who love me for who I am, don't care what I wear and how I look, and that have been achieved already, to be honest too.
Okay. Paige, as an indigenous community learner and activist, what is it that you aspire to be? What is it that you want to achieve in your life? What is it that you want people to know about Paige Whiteley? What is it you want people to know?
So I guess I'll start off a bit about my background. So in Indigenous people, we have different roles in life. So to me, being two-spirit is different than being transgendered or gay or lesbian, because gay, lesbian, bi, trans is a Western term on gender and sexuality. Two-spirit is a term for cultural identity, right? So my upbringing was different than most people because we were very accepted for being that cultural way. So part of my, besides being an activist, part of my role in society or in my people is I'm a medicine person and a healer. What I aspire to is to be a better person, a better healer. So part of that is doing our cultural aspects, right? So next year I was called to do a sunrise ceremony, which is something that I've always wanted to do. In a short nutshell, we go for 7 days fasting in the woods, and we're pierced 12 times to our back, and we're tied to the tree, and we dance for 7 days. So that's something that I've always I always wanted to do, was to heal my community at a large mass. So that's something that I'll be doing next year. So that's something that I've always aspired to do. What I want to leave behind is teachings. I want the younger two-spirit youth coming up to understand that there is more than life than, because right now there's a lot of suicide happening in our communities when it comes to Indigenous people. We just lost 17 youth in the last 2 weeks to suicide, right? So I think